Gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, the production of sperm and eggs, takes place through the process of meiosis. During meiosis, two cell divisions separate the paired chromosomes in the nucleus and then separate the chromatids that were made during an earlier stage of the cell's life cycle, resulting in gametes that each contain half the number of chromosomes as the parent. The production of sperm is called spermatogenesis, and the production of eggs is called oogenesis. Oogenesis. Oogenesis occurs in the outermost layers of the ovaries. As with sperm production, oogenesis starts with a germ cell called an oogonium, plural, oogonia, but this cell undergoes mitosis to increase in number, eventually resulting in up to 1 to 2 million cells in the embryo. The cell starting meiosis is called a primary oocyte. This cell will begin the first meiotic division but be arrested in its progress in the first prophase stage. At the time of birth, all future eggs are in the prophase stage. At adolescence, anterior pituitary hormones cause the development of a number of follicles in an ovary. This results in the primary oocyte finishing the first meiotic division. The cell divides unequally, with most of the cellular material and organelles going to one cell called a secondary oocyte, and only one set of chromosomes and a small amount of cytoplasm going to the other cell. This second cell is called a polar body and usually dies. A secondary meiotic arrest occurs, this time at the metaphase 2 stage. At ovulation, this secondary oocyte will be released and travel towards the uterus through the oviduct. If the secondary oocyte is fertilized, the cell continues through the meiosis 2, completing meiosis, producing a second polar body and a fertilized egg containing all 46 chromosomes of a human being, half of them coming from the sperm. Spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis occurs in the wall of the seminiferous tubules with stem cells at the periphery of the tube and the spermatozoa at the lumen of the tube. Immediately under the capsule of the tubule are diploid, undifferentiated cells. These stem cells, called spermatogonia, singular, spermatogonium, go through mitosis with one offspring going on to differentiate into a sperm cell, while the other gives rise to the next generation of sperm. Meiosis begins with a cell called a primary spermatocyte. At the end of the first meiotic division, a haploid cell is produced called a secondary spermatocyte. This haploid cell must go through another meiotic cell division. The cell produced at the end of meiosis is called a spermatid. When it reaches the lumen of the tubule and grows a flagellum or tail, it is called a sperm cell. 4 sperm result from each primary spermatocyte that goes through meiosis.